What's up, guys? Welcome back to another day trading video. Welcome back. I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. And today we're gonna go over a simple, quick video. Now, I already went over this concept, but on Wednesday, I hope most of you know that there was there was FOMC. FOMC is a big news thing. I'm gonna teach that in tomorrow's video, I think, where I go over how to read news and stuff. But um there was this big thing called FOMC. Now, FOMC is this meeting where something big happens. All right, that meeting happens at 2:30, and the market just rallies in either direction, up or down. It goes all the way up or all the way down. It's something big. All right, during that day, I decided to trade it, which I shouldn't have done, and lost a lot of money. All right, and when I lost some money, I didn't lose a lot of money. At first, I lost some money, but then what happened was I started to revenge trade. I started to get mad that I lost some money. So I started to trade again to get that money back as soon as possible with a bigger size so I could get more money on top of that. And I started losing more. Then I decided to double down, trade again so I can win my money back, and I lost more. I started revenge trading. So then I just I it got the best of me. Revenge trading even gets the best even gets the best of us. All right, because I'm the best. Let me stop. I'm sorry. I'm just joking. I am good at my craft, though. I am talented. Let me stop. But I thought, wow, I just revenge traded. So let me go on a video and teach you how not to revenge trade. So enough of that yap sesh. Let's go on to revenge trading. All right. Revenge trading, what it is, we'll go over it really quickly. Revenge trading is after a loss, you get emotional, mainly mad. So you enter another trade with no analysis at all to get your money back. It's what keeps you trapped. All right, you enter back into the trade you just lost. You just took this calculated trade. All right, I'm not analyzing it, and it goes completely in the opposite of your direction. You decide to take another trade with no analysis at all because you're mad at the first trade didn't work. It should have worked. Yes, maybe it should have worked if it was following your strategy. If it wasn't following your strategy, then you have no reason to be mad. You wasn't even following your strategy. But if you were following your strategy and it doesn't work and you get mad, you start to revenge trade because it should have worked. It was following your plan, but it should have worked, but it didn't happen. It didn't work. So what happens? You get mad and you start to take another trade, and this time that trade was with no analysis at all. Right? No analysis was going with that trade. So you take another trade. And what happens when you get into analysis? When you get into a trade with no analysis, the market will go against you 100% of the time, and you'll just lose it again. You'll just lose again. Maybe there's a small chance you'll get lucky and maybe win that trade, but was it worth it? Was it worth winning that trade when you learned absolutely nothing from it? A loss you can learn from. A win you can learn from. But a trade you take out of revenge and win, you cannot learn from that trade at all because you won. You thought you did good, but in reality, it's a facade. You didn't do anything good at all. You took a revenge trade and won from it and thought you did good. Now, what's going to happen next is because you thought good on that trade, you're going to take another trade similar to that, getting mad, and then you're going to lose twice as much because you're feeding into this bad habit. Never feed into the bad habit, all right? So, and this is what keeps you trapped as a trader. This is what keeps you unprofitable. All right? The goal is to be profitable. Revenge trading is one of those big main factors that keep you unprofitable. So how do we stop it? I do not want that on any of y'all. Not even my worst enemy. All right? Revenge trading. Actually, yeah, maybe my worst enemy can take it because it's really bad. That's how bad it is. All right, I'll wish it upon my worst enemy. No, I'm just go no enemies. But it's revenge trading is really one of those things that will keep you trapped in this cycle of losing money. All right, we want to get in the cycle of winning money constantly. All right, we'll win one day, then lose one day, then lose another day, but we win again and again and again and again and again. Maybe we have this lowest day, we win again, again, again. All right, I'll get into that right away. Right away. All right. So how do we stop it? How do we stop revenge trading? All right. Four easy solutions. You don't trade. You don't trade at all. All right. If if you don't see a setup, if you don't see a strategy coming up, don't trade. You don't have to trade. You're forcing the market. You cannot force the market. This market is this big thing that you can't control it. All right, no one can control it. So you're gonna just chip away at it. You're gonna chip away, collect your money, and then go. You're not gonna collect this whole big statue. If you try to collect the whole statue, you're gonna carry it and then break your back. You're gonna break your back and just fail completely. So why not just chip away at it? Just chip away at it. Take your collecting, take your winnings, and just go. All right. So just don't trade, and be okay with that. Be okay that it's not trading. Actually, be happy that you're not trading. All right. Think of it as like this: if there's no trade setting up, think to yourself, that means I don't have to take the risk of losing money. I'm happy. You know what? No trades up today. I'll happily get off. I'll happily get off the computer and go right back to bed. I'll happily take no trades today. If there's no risk of me losing money today, close that laptop, go right back to bed, whatever, or go back right to work, go back to whatever you was doing. If there's no risk of me losing money, I'll boom. All right, because my setup is not there, so there's not a risk of me winning money. When I go into the market, there's always a risk. There's always going to be a risk of me losing money. But if my setup is not there, and that means there's no risk of me winning money, then the only thing that is left is the risk of me losing money. So I'm going to close my laptop, be happy that I don't have to take a trade, and be done. Number two, journal. All right, journals is so important. You journal so you can learn from that trade. So you can learn from that trade. You took a you took a win, you journal it, you learn from that trade. You took a loss, you journal it, you learn from that trade. You didn't trade at all, you journal it, you learn from that too, because you did the right thing and not trade. All right. As long as you're doing the good thing and journal it, you can learn from it as well. All right. That's the whole point. We want to learn from our mistakes. And the beautiful thing is that this coincides with life as well. If we journal our lives and know why we didn't do that specific thing, we can learn from it from reading back to it. Always learn from your mistakes. That's one of the key, most important things. Number three, set a limit. All right, set a limit. So an example would be, I only have a limit of winning $100. If I reach $99, I'm done. If I reach $90, I'm done. It's close to 100. If I reach $70, so I'm not close yet. So I'll take one more trade. Oh, I lost that trade and now it's to 60. You know what? It's close to 100. I'll be done. All right. As long as you're in profit, that's all that matters. Profit. Little by little helps. All right. And that goes into the next one real quick. Little by little helps. So, but if you reach $112 because the trade went amazingly, you're done. You're done for the day. You reached your limit. Don't try to boost your ego. That's what's gonna kill you in the end. Don't try to boost your ego. Set a limit, and it's also a loss limit. It's also how many trades limit. It's also the position limits. You have to set limits on yourself, or else you're gonna go out of control. You have no control. What controls control? Limits. Limiters control. So you're gonna control your uncontrollable, and set limits. If that makes sense. I know there's a lot of controls in that sense. All right, but set a limit. So if you lost $100, I'd rather lose $100 than lose a lot more, than risk losing a lot more. Yes, I could win it back, but I reached my limit. So I'm going to be okay with that. Come back the next day and see what I can do. All right? Not even worry about the day before. I'm just going to come into a new day because it's a new day, not thinking about the previous day. Number 4, learn it takes time. Learn that it's not this quick, rich scheme. No. Trading builds you and your financial income. Yeah, but first it builds you. You are the one who are in the market, so you have to be better. You have to take the time to learn. You cannot grow muscles within. You can see that I have no muscles, but well, that's beside the fact. That's what. Ignore that. You cannot build muscles within a week, or within a month, within 2 months. It takes an average of 3 to 6 months. Google that, or a year. It took me 3 years to become where I am today. It took me 3 years. So if it takes you 3 years, and I love the game, so those 3 years were worth it. So if it takes you 3 years, maybe you're impatient, but if you can learn and dedicate yourself then it may take you 3 months. It may take you a week, but it will take time. You will not get it like that. Learn it will take time. Are you expecting a week? Expect a year instead. If you're expecting a month, expect maybe 2 years. All right. It's like, as long as you stick to it, over time, you will be there. But yeah, that is with revenge trading. I took a trade and decided to revenge trade, and I lost from it. So I was like, wow, I really got to teach people not to do this. So that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, please like, comment, subscribe, and share with all your friends. Please get the word out to trading so everyone can do it, so they can become our liquidity as well. Why not? I'm just kidding. Actually, no, they have to be our liquidity. I'm just joking. I'm joking, guys. But seriously, share with all your friends. Ring the notification so you don't miss any other videos. And that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.